Hello, welcome back to Cracking the Cryptic, and look at this vision of Nemo on the screen. This is, I love the graphics. It's brilliant. This is by Mr. Toffee, who is a bit of a slow thermo specialist, probably the only one there is. Anyway, Mr. Toffee's been going through a tough time, I think, emotionally and professionally, and his puzzle output has declined, but he's back and he's got a job interview and he's created this amongst others. So we're going to give this a try today. It's see if we can find Nemo. Talking of having a tough time, there's Sir Lunch, you may or may not have heard the name, is another Sudoku constructor and crossword fan, and he wrote to us from Canada saying he's actually looking for somewhere to live at the moment. So he didn't give us any particulars about where he was yet, but if you're in Canada, I know it's a big country, but actually most people live in the metropolitan areas, don't they? Anyway, if you're in Canada and you're looking for a boarder or a roommate, we may be able to put you in touch with someone. So do let us know. But okay, those things aside, don't forget that we have a load of apps, including Line Sudoku, and this is very much all about lines today. So, or no, actually, we also have Thermo Sudoku. It's much more about that, isn't it? So those are amongst our apps. The latest is Fog of War. We have merchandise, including the brilliant The Year of the Secret Squared t-shirt, thanks to Amber Pitcher. And also, of course, the I'm One of Simon's Favourite People shirt, and lots of hoodies, water bottles, bits and bobs. Do check it out. We've also, of course, got SVEN'S SUDOKU PAD linked under the video, and our Patreon, where you can have a go at the April Foolery puzzle hunt, which is the Sudoku hunt for this month. Obviously, it's the month of April. Every puzzle until the last one has a bogus clue in it. You have to find them all and then combine those bogus clues into real clues for the last puzzle and solve that, and that's a challenge too. Some of them are very difficult. I think the April Some Lines is proving especially so. So well done if you've got through that one, and do persevere. Give it a go. The prize, I think, this month, as it is most months these days, will be, oh sorry, it's not the normal prize, it's of course the brilliant cushion cover by Emily Williams. How could I forget? The fantastic Sudoku design by Emily, which forms the prize for this month, so do check that out. There's loads of other stuff on Patreon, crossword and connection videos, etc. But the first link under the video is to Nemo by Mr. Toffee, and I'm going to go through the rules, which are very simple. Normal Sudoku rules apply, 1 to 9 in every row, every column, and every 3 by 3 box. And now, all the lines in the puzzle are slow thermometers, and along a slow thermometer, digits must increase or stay the same from the bulb to the tip. So as we go this way along this thermo, the digits either increase or stay the same. Now, the only place on that thermo where they can stay the same is between those two cells, but they may well do. But basically, it's a slow thermometer, a term I christened because the mercury rises perhaps more gradually than in a regular thermometer. But still, you cannot go lower as you progress from the bulb to the tip. You have to always go higher or the same. It's a very simple rule, but it does make for a very different solving experience from a normal thermo. So give this a try on the first link under the video. I am going to start now. I'm just going to check that this looks like it's recording okay. It does, because I'm on a new PC and it's exciting. It's exciting. Do comment, please, feel free, on whether there's background noise or distortion, because viewer comment on that is actually helpful in making sure that it is as optimal as it can be. But hopefully this laptop, it's a laptop, not PC, this laptop has less background noise than the last one. That's the goal here. Right, let's get cracking. Okay, so we've got, what have we got here? We've got some quite long thermos and one very long thermo. If we take this thermo and ignore the little branches off, okay, if we started with a 1, what is the minimum we're going to get to by the time we get to this cell? 1, 2, 3 must increase because we're in the same column. The only time you can stay the same is when you change box, row and column at the same time with a diagonal line that goes through a box border. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 7 again, 8, 8 again. So there's only 1 degree of freedom, and I can therefore Goodliffe this or pencil mark it using 2 digits in each cell as the possibles. 7, is this gone right? 7 or 8? Yes. 8 or 9, 8 or 9. Okay, so those candidates must supply the right answers. Oh, I can't do the line. I mean, I'm trying to think of a way that I can do this puzzle without doing quite a bit of pencil marking. And I'm afraid I'm not even going to bother trying. Right, 1, 2, 3, 3 again, 4, 5, 6. Now that is many more degrees of freedom. 5, 6. Yeah, I can basically, I think this is right. 4 pencil marks in each cell. That one stays the same. Then 4, 5, 6, 7. Yes, 5, 6, 7, 8, 6, 7, 8, 9. Right. Now, that is telling me that 1 in this box, you could have, Simon would have just looked at this box, looked at the whole puzzle and gone, well, there's a 1 in one of those cells. But for me, it takes the pencil marking to tell. Oh, let's carry on this one as well. If that was a 3 again, 4, 5, 5. So now we're getting up to the realms of silly pencil marking because there's 5 possibilities in each cell, but still I do it. You can't stop me. I just persist. Oh, hang on. There's a good point actually. Oh, there's a very good point about this cell. Right. Let's make that yellow. Where does that go in box 8? Now, this is the sort of way I should do this puzzle rather than doing all the pencil marking. And I know I should really, but I'm not very good at doing it any other way than pencil marking. But where does yellow go in box 8? And it is very straightforward to see that yellow does not go on this line anywhere. Because even remembering that digits can stay the same along a line. So it's in a normal thermo puzzle, you can always be very confident that no digit repeats on a line. Obviously, in this puzzle, a digit can repeat on a line, but yellow cannot repeat on this line in this box, or indeed anywhere on the line, because once you've got to this cell, you're at a higher cell, and then you can't go back down to yellow for any of these cells. So that must be yellow there, which is 3 or 4. And then I literally, okay, now I am going to go mad and pencil mark everything, because just to make the point, which I wouldn't need to pencil mark to do, that 1 and 2 in this box are unavailable for these cells. So they must be here. And one of them must be in one of these 2 cells. And that means that this digit on the bulb must be 1 or 2, because if that is the digit that is 1 or 2 in these 2 cells, it's a 2 and that's a 1. If this is the digit that is a 1 or a 2, well then that can be a 1 or a 2 as well, and this can be a bigger number. But okay, what has that got us? Not a lot. This looks less interesting. 1, 2, 2, 3, 4. Okay, I mean, it's still the case that this 1 or 2, let's make it orange, can't go in those cells. that is too high for it to be there, so it must be in one of these two in box 2. That's not uninteresting. Although I'm not quite sure where I'm going at the moment. How about this column and high digits? Is that interesting? Those two are, yeah, that, oh, nearly. Oh, there may be some stacking issues. So let me just think about that. This is where, yes, this is a very obvious one. This can't be 8 because that would be 9 and they would break this cell. That's a little stack that you'd make of 8, 9, and that cell would be impossible. So I can take 8 out of here and then I can run that back down the whole thermo all the way to the bulb, removing the top digit from each candidate cell, because that is the effect that it has when you take one of the digits out of that. Now there may be other places where that applies. It doesn't affect this stuff, does it? No. Okay, any other stacking issues? There probably are and I just can't see them. If that was 7, this would be 8, 9. That would be 8, 9. That would be 9. This couldn't be a 9 then. I don't know. I don't think that's actually very helpful. Am I going to pencil mark this thermo? I don't really want to have to. I'm going to do it. Am I? Well, I pencil mark this with 6 cells, so come on. I'm just going to put it in and see if it tells me anything. I don't necessarily recommend this technique for everybody. It's very much more just something that I find useful for visualizing. What about this sort of comma-shaped thermo? Actually, this would have rather fewer candidates than the one I just pencil marked. That can't be a 6. Ah, hang on. Yeah, it can be a 6. There's 5 candidates in each cell, but something's happening here. Is it because of this 6, 7? No, it's weird. I couldn't even tell what was happening, but I knew something was. This can't be a 5 after all. This might matter quite a lot suddenly. This can't be a 5 after all, because this thermo would have to have 4 and 3 on it in those cells, and that would break the yellow cell down here. If that was a 5, this thermo would have to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This particular thermo can have no repeat digits on, they're all in the same box, so that can't be 5. Now, that doesn't run on down the thermo as a deduction. Actually, well, the same deduction applies to this. This can't be 4 because that would make this 3. But we're working now on a 6, 7, 8, 9 quad. If I could just limit either this thermo or this one a bit, we could either get a 6, 7, 8, 9 quad or a 7, 8, 9 triple. And I think that would have quite some effect. Is there also an issue about this not being able to be 6, 7 because it would break that? That's what I thought I was looking at first, but I don't see that actually working. Maybe there are interplays. If that was, let's say that was a 7, this would be 8, 9, and then you would get 8, 9, 9 here. 7 would be sitting next to 9 there. No, I don't think that's a problem. So, oh, we're also working on a 1, 2 pair or a 1, 2, 3 triple in the middle row. Or this, that's nearly a 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 sextuple. This is probably what we're about. We're trying to find big lumps of cells together that cannot be the same as each other. And there's also some more interesting points. This cell can't be any of the numbers on this thermo. So once we get that limited, this is very limited. In fact, this is like an 8-cell region which can't have any repeated digits in it. And this is another 6-cell region that can't have any repeated 7-cell region that can't for this. Oh, it can. Those two can be the same in that case. Okay, that's not so good. Okay, come on. If that was from 1, 2, 3. Oh, come on. What else can I limit? I bet there's something going on here. If that was a 4, this would be a 3, and then you couldn't have 3 or 4 in these cells, which would be pretty powerful. I do think it's column 4, but I don't know quite how column 4 is meant to be telling me how to get into the puzzle. I mean, I don't think I've achieved a break-in yet. That's a really weird thing to say, I suppose, given there's a lot of pencil marks floating around now. Right, where is orange in this box? It's in one of those 3 cells. Or this must, no, it doesn't have to be on the comma. It could be there. Oh goodness, sorry, I'm not really making proper progress here. Have I missed some stacking somewhere? Here. That is going to be 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 or 8. That's not going to help, is it? I mean, we've still got to place 1, 2, and 9. 1, 2, and 9 might go in those 3 cells, but of course one of them can go there. Do excuse me, sorry. I have to get that. Right. In fact, I may have to break off if that's a delivery, which I think it is. So I'll be back in a second, sorry. Right, that delivery was not at an expected time. Now, where are we? Where am I? Why am I? Oh yes, I was looking for stacking and sets. I haven't really found them yet. Maybe I haven't looked in row 3. No. Oh, am I just missing the point here? Is it where those 2 go in box 8? No, I don't think it is. Oh, that can't be a 2. That would be a 2-1 stack, knocking that out. Well, that's quite a big deal. That can't be a 2. That runs up the line. So now this can't be a 3. This can't be a 3. 4, 5, 6 all get knocked out. Now we're getting limited. 2-1 stacking to that. Right. This also, this has changed, and that's going to change this. This can't be 3, that can't be 4, that can't be 5. This end can't be 5 either. I'm less concerned about that. This is now my 6, 7, 8, 9 quad that I was looking for. Let's mark that in green. That means this can't be 6 or 7, and this can't be 6. Oh, it's got a lot of impact. Right. That not being 6 has no impact on anything else. Never mind about that. But this not being 6, 7. Look, we've got a 4, 5 pair. Right. That is also good. That's going to take 5 out of here and 4, 5 out of those cells, which reduces them to manageable numbers of pencil marks, but not actually from the edges. However, oh no, there is something here, isn't it? This little Y. That 4-5 pair means this can't be 5 anymore, because that would push 5 into both positions. This is one of those things with slow thermos that you have to be aware of. The interactions change a bit. That 4-5 pairs all very well, and individually either of those could be a 5 coming from a 5, but together they can't both be 5, so that is now a 4. That's our first digit in the grid. Anyone who thought row 4 column 3 was going to be where we got our first digit, well done. That's not a 3. Now, is this going to help? 4s come out of all of those cells. Oh, maybe it's not going to do much. We've got our 1-2 pair in this row. Oh, let's go back to column 4 where we've got that 6, 7, 8, 9 chord. Now, 6 is in one of these cells. Oh, hang on. If that is not... This can't be 6, can it? Hang on. No. What am I talking about? This can be 6. Oh yeah, no, it's all right. Sorry. One of these is a 6 though. I don't believe this can be 6. Why am I... This one can't be 6 anymore because that stopped being able to be a 5. That was it. That was on the 4-5 pair. Once, oh yes, I should have gone up the thermo. So now I've got a 7, 8, 9 triple, and this is definitely 6. And now that can't be 4. Yeah. In fact, this is definitely 5. This one now has to be 3 because it can't be 4. And that runs us round to 1 in one of Nemo's eyes and 2 in the other one. And that is going to deal with this whole long thermo. We're going to fill it all in, and we're in. That was the break-in. I mean, it took me some time to establish, didn't it? But hey, we got there in the end. Well done, us. Right, that yellow 4 was going to go here. This is now 9 because 7 and 8 are gone in the box. That makes this 7 in the 7, 8, 6, 9 triple. This, oh, I've got the conflict checker on. Oh, bother, I thought I'd turned that off. I'm so sorry. I'm not meant to be using that. New laptop. Haven't made the adjustments to the settings. I do apologise. This is a 7 because it sees 8 and 9 in the column. This is not a 9. The 2 in this box is now fixed. It's got to be here. And that fixes the 1 as well. This is not 5, so the 5 in the box is there. And that's going to make this 4 and this 5 and this 6. And it's literally all coming together now. Right, this column we need a 3 and a 4. Let's just get rid of that orangey pencil marking, and the yellow is done, and the green quadruple is done. Right, 3 and a 4. That one is the 3 based on the row. That's the 4. Now, what can I take? I can take loads out of these. That's not 6 or 7. This one is not 4, 5, 6 or 7. Down here we've got 1 and 2 to put in. We know exactly where they go. We know exactly what this is. 5 there. Right, 5, 6 and 7 to fit into row 7. These 2 are not allowed to be a 5 because there's a 5 in the box. Oh, this is lovely now. Now this can't be 2, 3 or 5. It is 6 or 7. This is clearly as high as that. This now must be 8 and that's 9. The 1 in box 2 is done. This is a 2, 3 pair. 4, 7, 9. Well, the puzzle has really got a bit easier since we got the break-in done. That's a 4 in fact now. It's good though, it's good, I like it. That is a 1, 5 pair. In fact, we know the order because we got this 5. 6, 4, 7, 5 here. We've got 1, 2, 3, 8 and 9 to place. Now, let's just carry on with this thing. Now, that is 6 or 7. So this is 7 or 8, and this is 8 or 9, which has to be 9. Based on that, that fixes 7 9. This is a 4 in the row. Oh, and that's 6, 7, 8. This triple is not resolved. But look, 6, 7 pair in column 7. So that's an 8. Begins to look like we're getting a 6, 7 deadly pattern. And that's the last bit of slow thermoing that's going to need to be done. Let's do Sudoku. Let's do Sudoku first. 4 in this column only got one position. The rest of this column is a 2, 3 pair. That gives me a 2, 3 pair in the top row. That makes this a naked 8. Look, 7, 4, 1 and a 2, 3 pair in the row. 5, 6, 9 in the column. The only Sudoku digit remaining is an 8. The only place for 5 in the top row is there, and the corners are 6 and 9, but we can do better than that because we've got a 6, 7 pair in column 9. So 9 there and 6 there. Now, that's a 9. 3, look, 3 has to go in one of those two cells, and that's going to fix this 2, 3, which does all of those bits of 2, 3. That 6 has made this a 7. That doesn't resolve the slow thermo, but it does resolve the other 6, 7s in columns 7, 8 and 9. So now all the thermo lines are absolutely complete. That's a 3, stopping any chance of us getting a 3 in the corner in this puzzle. This is a naked 1, sees 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 in the row, 2, 3 in the column. That's a 3, that's a 2. 1, 5, 3 here. We can place the 5 first and then the others fill in naturally. 6, 8 up here. Now we're finishing off. We've got a 1, 2 pair there that I can't finish off. 9, 8 that I can. This is 1 and 6. That's going to sort out the 1 and 2. 3, 4, 2 and 7. And there we go. That isn't it. We found Nemo. And first solver. Sorry about the jump in the middle where I took a delivery, but that wasn't too bad at all. Once we got through that opening phase of, so the techniques that are really good that we learned today, or that we reinforced perhaps, were looking for all sorts of combinations, looking for pairs, trios, quads, quints, even sextuples sometimes, but also stacking, finding out where. So what I wasn't noticing for too long was that couldn't be 2. And that was really the breakthrough for me, because if that was a 2, that was a 1, and this had no possible candidate, given this long line along the bottom of the fish. Super stuff, Mr. Toffee. I'm very glad you're back to setting. I hope things are very much on the up for you. And thank you very much for contacting us. Hope to see you guys all again soon tomorrow. Bye for now.